Hey everybody, welcome back. I am KRX. We're going to be doing another SWOT analysis, looking at the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats for a nation. This is not going to be a random nation like some of the others that we've done, but instead looking at Ethiopia, because this is a country we've actually played recently on the Twitch channel, so we have some expertise, I guess, with this or whatever. We did the two main achievements for this country. One of the achievements that you need to do is to collect the holy sites. There's 5 Coptic holy sites. They're listed here. You start with one of them, and there's one here in this province. There's one in Alexandria. There's one, I believe, is it this province right here? I think it's literally this province right here. And then there's also Antioch here. So those are the 4 that you don't start with. And if you get 5 of those, you get the achievement Blessed Nation. So that does involve beating up the Mamluks, usually also beating up the Ottomans if the Ottomans do well and take some of this land up here, and so on and so forth. So it's not the easiest achievement in the world, but Ethiopia is a very powerful nation for a number of reasons that we'll notice here. The second achievement to do with Ethiopia is Prester John. Prester John, and that basically has you conquering the same provinces mostly, but also getting Constantinople. So that really does butt heads against the Ottomans, regardless of what how things go with these other provinces over here. And we just completed both of those on the Twitch channel in the Ethiopia run. If you guys are curious about how that run went, where we did a timeline and final thoughts for that. So there's a summary of that campaign that we did and the ideas that we took and stuff like that on the YouTube channel as well. All right, let's get into it. Let's figure out what we're doing with Ethiopia. Now, interestingly enough, Ethiopia does start with some Jewish provinces. Otherwise, we're Coptic. So a couple of the rarest religions in the game, sort of in our area here, in our sphere. And you can actually you can use these Jewish provinces to become Jewish as a nation if you wanted to. Otherwise, these guys are actually just trying to rise up and form their own separatist nation. So we do have to actually go and intercept these guys and beat these guys up. So that's something we're going to have to do. We can pick we do start with 1 Coptic holy site, so we get to pick 1 blessing. And as we collect more of them, like this will be the next one that we probably get, assuming that the Mamluks don't grab it. We're going to try to race up there and get this as fast as humanly possible. But that could be tough, right? It's very easy for the Mamluks to come down here and just grab that one. But so we could expect to maybe get 2 of these earlier. They're all very, very good. Like, very, very good. The core creation cost just seems like a decent thing. I mean, we're going to be coring land, no doubt, right? Although that extra missionary strength would let us get rid of this Jewish land. But I think we could just manage it for now. We're also probably... I like getting religious pretty early with Coptic, just because, well, with Ethiopia, because we're Coptic, essentially every other nation in the world is a different religion to us. So this makes it way quicker and faster to convert the land and gives you high tolerance for the land that you have. It just makes it so you never have rebellion, basically. So we're never going to really have any rebellion. And also we have Deus Vult. And Deus Vult's going to mean that we have just a really great CB to scoop up tons of land against the Ottomans, or against the Mamluks, or against any of these other nations, just at any time, basically. So either way, we should be able to convert these provinces soon without too much issue. Yikes. The other thing we could do, of course, is we can go in here and we can actually say enforce religious unity, right? We can enforce religious unity in these provinces and then try to be converting them. But man, it's going to take a little bit by itself. It's pretty cheap per month, though, at least. There's a lot of provinces that we do need to convert. This looks pretty cheap to do. In fact, actually, we have Sunni lands over here. So we have a lot of religious disunity right now at the start of the game. You know what? Let's enforce religious unity over here. 59? Not great. Let's check the economy. We're losing money. We're losing money. State maintenance is costing us like that extra state maintenance costs like 50 ducats. Okay, this is a mountain fort. Very, very good. We're going to mothball it, though. Why are we losing money? Why are we losing money at the start? We're going to be losing even more money here in a second. Yikes, I thought we were making money with these guys. Now, interestingly enough, there is gold down here, right? There is gold down here, but we don't control any of it yet. Right now, we have 2 subjects. These guys, they do control a gold province. They're one of our subjects. These guys are our other subjects. We're going to want to race down to get this gold province as quickly as possible, and then the other thing we want to do is race up here and get that blessing as quickly as possible. So we need a spy network on this guy. It does look like our traders are not doing anything, so that might be something that can help us. Let's build a spy network on this dude. And probably a spy network on this guy too. Let's look at our our missions really quick to see. Okay, most of these unique missions have to do with liberating the holy sites. And then some of these are just generic for being in Africa. But these are just generic missions up here. Build up your force limit, so on and so forth. You know, to be honest, we're not too far away for the force limit. We're quite a ways off. I'm going to build a few troops because I think we'll be making money if we were to not pay for the army, right? And I'm going to want more troops to be able to engage with these 8,000 so that we can have preferably better numbers. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to allow friendly units to attach. I'm going to tell our subjects to be supportive. And hopefully they'll come and help us with the rebels. I don't know. We'll have to see if they make a move on that or not. Actually, I think there's something in here we could do for we have low crownland. Ooh, so we cannot do this until... Ooh. Because we start with rebels, we can't do this until we get rid of the rebels. Although these are all going downwards. Yikes. Okay, what else are we thinking about right now? What else are we thinking about? We need rivals. We can only get the one rival. They've rivaled us. We might as well get that rival. Is there anyone we want to actually befriend? Like, we could potentially vassalize some more people. Who could we actually ally? Who can we actually ally, potentially? Kilwar, are you too far away to care about an alliance? Yeah, a little bit. Yemen's not weak, are they? This is interesting to me. Is the alliance? No, the alliance is not possible with... Are any of these people down here Coptic? These guys actually are Coptic, but they're ones that we want to conquer pretty quickly. We wouldn't realistically be able to vassalize these guys even if we wanted to. Okay, Azuron likes us. I think we just ally Azuron and we just hope for the best. With our other person, I guess we just start building the claim over here. Basically, we're going to have to make our own claims, though. So we want to claim on this province, we want to claim on this province. We want to take this and get into there quickly and get that gold. Go here, get that, and start working our way all the way up to here. So basically, maybe even just full annex these guys, even unjustified demands, and then squeeze in and take that, and then zone out the Mamluks so they can't get any of this land down here, including the holy site, right? The estates. We got to work through the estates here. I don't think we're going to be in a good situation until we unpause and do the opening moves. After this episode, we'll do opening moves. And we do have a playlist down below for all of our SWOT analysis and getting started guides and stuff like that. I kind of like this. I kind of like this right here. +1 missionary strength. +1 tolerance to the true faith. -2 tolerance of heretics and heathens. I really, really, really like this one. However, right now we have a significant amount of unrest because of intolerance. Already. There's already unrest here, even though... No, I think we're just going to have to manage our rebels, but I think overall this is going to be a net good thing to get this land converted quicker. Enforce religious unity. Booyah. Missionary maintenance costs. We could do that if we wanted to, if we needed a little bit more influence for them. Was there an advisor that looked decent? Inflation advisor could be good soon. Diplomatic reputation advisor. No real good military advisor, and we know we're losing money, so I don't think we're going to do that. Are we planning on losing stability anytime soon? I'm going to say the music is a little bit too loud. We might have to turn that down for the next bit. I don't know. You guys let me know. Oversight by the clerk. You know, that's just such a good, easy one to do early. It gets that equilibrium up a little bit. Let's look at the nobility here. Their equilibrium is at 45 currently. We want to try to get that above 50 if we can. Strong duchies. We don't need that. Where are we at here? 32. That's pretty low. If it dips down a little bit, not a big deal, because then we could just summon a diet, eliminate the rebels, summon the diet, and then do the seized land at that point. We'll be okay. Enforce interfaith dialogue. Yeah, you can't have enforced religious unity and interfaith dialogue at the same time, but I think we're going to have mostly complete religious unity. So I think long term, the one that we did is going to be the good option here. I think for now we'll just do that and hope for the best. So I think those estates are set up. We do have our vassals. We could try to butter these guys up eventually, but for now it's fine. We can't integrate them for 10 years, so we can't get that gold for 10 years. We do need to roll a general. We haven't talked about one of the most important, awesome aspects. Not terrible, but not great, right? If that was a 1-3-3-1, then that'd be fantastic. But it's a 3-1-3-1. So they have a better shock than us. But we have overwhelming troops. We are going to be fighting -1 in the Highlands, though, and -1 during the shock phase because of their superior general. We could roll another general if we wanted to. We just roll 2 because we have an insane ruler at the start of the game. A zealot, righteous zealot, but he's a 655. I think he's like the 3rd best ruler statistically. Like it's like Korea and like Albania, I think, are like the only ones that can even rival the Ethiopia's initial leader. We do want to get rid of this guy. Wait, what's the deal with their prestige? Why is it? Uncontested. Wait, we have uncontested core. Wait a second. What? Oh. Interesting. Uncontested cores. If we could get a little bit of prestige, that'd be great, because we could get rid of this 1-2-1. We need to get rid of that 1-2-1. He's 28 years old, though. The 655 is going to live for a while. We have time to figure this out. We have time to figure that out. But actually, wait a second. Wait a second. Let's give the heir military command. He's a 1-3. 1300. That's fantastic. Let's get him in there. Maybe he dies in the battle. He's 24 years old. There's just as likely a chance that he dies as our ruler dies. I mean, maybe more. I always feel like your heirs are more likely to die, it seems. I think, honestly, a 988, just leaving this blank like that, is going to be totally fine. I don't think we're going to need to... I mean, eventually we might focus admin, but if we got this right away, in 6 years, would it be time to get the next one? You know what? No, we focus admin. We focus admin. Because we're going to go religious, like, right off the gate. Just boom, boom. Right into religious at admin tech 5. So we're going to have to go admin, admin, and then religious, and then we'll be doing that even if we don't have Renaissance figured out quite yet. So we're just going to rush that as quickly as possible. But I think this is looking good. Basically, I just want to see if these guys are going to move. I want to see if these guys build up a little bit. And then we're going to move over there and intercept those guys. What we could do is we could have them seize. Did that add separate? It did add separatism. Is there separatism here? But so we could have them actually come in here, siege this. It should remove. There should. I guess it doesn't work that way. No, it's not showing local unrest modifier. Never mind. In fact, are these different rebels? Israeli? No, they're the same rebels. So we're just going to get those guys popping up on us twice, basically. It is what it is. If they want to go here, then what we can do is we can swing up into here, siege this, and they can attack into us, and we'll be the defender. So that's what we might do. Guys, thanks everybody for watching this opening, getting started with Ethiopia. In the next episode, we will do the opening moves, and we'll get started. We'll declare some of these wars, and we'll try to see how the diplomatic situation evolves and stuff like that. We've talked a bit about Ethiopia. We've talked about the gold. We've talked about the amazing ruler. We've talked about the achievements you can get with them. We've talked about the initial economy and situation. Although, actually, really quick, guys. Let's collect trade here. Let's collect trade from both of these spots. We'll do that when we unpause. Looks like we have to wait till we unpause to finish that. So thanks everybody for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode.